there's a special light that dances in certain people's eyes. It's not about the color or shape. It's something deeper, an unmistakable radiance that tells you they carry a warm, healing presence wherever they go. Today, we're talking about those who bear 3 distinct marks in their gaze, marks that signal a profound inner power. These chosen individuals aren't defined by any external label or grandiose title. Instead, their eyes reveal a quiet kindness, a gentle wisdom, and an unyielding hope that guides them and inspires those around them. We all have moments when we catch our reflection and wonder if there's more to see behind our own eyes. Perhaps you've felt a stirring in your soul, a call that suggests you too have a deeper mission in this life. If so, you might be closer to these 3 marks than you realize. Each mark is a gift that emerges from self-discovery, emotional healing, and a willingness to see the world through the lens of love. While some people appear to be born with this luminous energy, it can blossom within any one of us who commits to nurturing the spirit within. Over the next few moments, we'll explore the 3 marks in detail, describing how they awaken your ability to embody compassion, mirror wisdom, and recognize boundless possibility. These qualities strengthen the connection between your mind, body, and spirit, allowing you to foster healthier relationships with yourself and others. They aren't just abstract ideas. You can feel them in your breath, your heartbeat, and your emotions. You can see them in the softness of your gaze when you look at yourself or a loved one, in the stillness of your spirit when faced with adversity, and in the hope you hold for the next chapter of your life. I invite you to listen with an open heart. Perhaps you're on a journey of healing, learning to forgive old hurts or transform self-critical thoughts. Or maybe you're discovering new ways to nourish your body and mind. Whatever path you're on, allow these insights to resonate at whatever depth feels right for you. The beauty of these 3 marks is that they meet you where you are, no matter how far along you may be in your quest for inner peace. By the end of this conversation, you'll understand why these marks are so special and how you can cultivate them in your own life. The eyes truly are a window to the soul, reflecting everything we carry inside, from our brightest joys to our hidden fears. Let's step forward together to learn about these 3 precious qualities that bring your eyes and your entire being to life. Because you are worthy of shining in ways you might never have imagined, and once you claim these marks, your presence becomes a beacon that lights the way for others. Let's discover them now. When you look into the eyes of someone who embodies the first mark, radiant compassion, you often sense comfort before they even speak. Their gaze conveys acceptance, tenderness, and a genuine concern for the well-being of others. Yet the true source of that compassion begins with how they treat themselves. It might be tempting to assume that compassion is purely outward, directed at other people or the world. But it starts by extending kindness inward to the person you see in the mirror each morning. Radiant compassion isn't about heroic acts. It's found in simple gestures, allowing yourself to rest when you're tired, speaking gently to yourself when you make a mistake, offering forgiveness for past decisions that still linger in your mind. This warmth that you cultivate within eventually overflows, shining through your eyes and touching everyone you encounter. You'll notice a calm presence that draws others in, almost as if your eyes say, "I see you, I understand you, and I care." Just as a seed needs the right soil to grow, your compassion needs a nurturing environment to flourish. One way to foster that environment is through intentional affirmations that remind you of your worthiness. These can be as simple as saying, "I honor my feelings and treat myself with understanding," every day. Over time, you begin to sense a shift in your thoughts and emotions. Moments that would have previously triggered judgment or self-criticism soften into gentleness and acceptance. This internal transformation is what allows the first mark to appear in your eyes, reflecting love rather than critique. As your sense of compassion deepens, it creates a ripple effect in all areas of your life. You may find yourself pausing to offer kind words to a friend, going through a rough time, or choosing to see the best in someone who appears gruff or distant. The compassion shining within your own eyes can become a mirror for them too, sparking a tender reflection that they might not have encountered for a while. In this sense, your radiant gaze can act as a healing force. Remember, offering yourself compassion doesn't mean avoiding growth. In fact, it's the opposite. Real compassion acknowledges both your strengths and your shadows, holding space for all that you are without harsh judgment. You become honest about where you need healing or improvement, and you approach those parts of yourself with patience. By doing so, you empower the light of compassion to guide your steps forward. And that's only the first mark. Radiant compassion is a gateway to a deeper self-awareness. Once you accept yourself in a loving way, you open the door for more profound wisdom to surface. Up ahead, we'll explore the second mark, reflective wisdom, and learn how true insight emerges when you allow compassion to lay the groundwork. For now, take a gentle moment to reflect on how you speak to yourself each day. Allow the glow of kindness to begin in your heart, and watch how it illuminates your eyes. The second mark emerges when you look in the mirror and catch a spark of understanding looking back at you. It's a sign that you've opened up to reflective wisdom, a calm, centered awareness that sees lessons in every experience. This wisdom gives your eyes a contemplative shine, like a serene lake reflecting the sky above. It reveals that your inner world is rich, open to growth, and ready to transform old stumbling blocks into stepping stones. Reflective wisdom blossoms when you treat life as a constant teacher, inviting every event, pleasant or painful, to illuminate something about who you are. Often we try to shield ourselves from pain or dwell on the regret of past mistakes. But wisdom isn't about perfection, it's about learning. Each obstacle nudges you to examine your beliefs, your reactions, and your deepest desires. Whether it's a conflict at work, a misunderstanding with a friend, or a setback in your personal goals, your willingness to look beneath the surface reveals opportunities to expand your consciousness. It's helpful to set aside a few quiet moments each day to cultivate this reflective quality. This can be done through journaling, where you write honestly about your thoughts and emotions, or simply by sitting in silence and asking yourself, what am I meant to learn from this situation? In that stillness, you might be surprised by the insights that surface, insights that reshape the way you see the world and your place within it. A powerful affirmation to nurture reflective wisdom could be, I learn from every experience and grow wiser each day. By repeating this statement, you reinforce the idea that wisdom is constantly available to you. Over time, you'll notice that your eyes carry a steady confidence, a kind of tranquility that reassures others you aren't easily rattled by life's twists and turns. You might even notice friends coming to you for guidance, drawn to that peaceful authority they sense in your presence. An interesting shift happens when reflective wisdom pairs with radiant compassion. Together, they create an atmosphere of gentle understanding, both for yourself and for those around you. You accept that everyone has their own learning curve and that stumbling is part of the human experience. This perspective reduces blame, resentment, and impatience, allowing you to hold space for others to find their own breakthroughs. Another beautiful aspect of reflective wisdom is that it doesn't get stuck in the past. While it recognizes the value of lessons learned, it also encourages you to remain present and forward-looking. Wisdom lives in the here and now, even as it gathers insights from your history. In time, you'll discover that reflective wisdom doesn't just reflect your own soul. It starts to illuminate the future you're ready to create. And that readiness ushers in the third mark, the vision of possibility, which we'll explore next. By blending compassion, wisdom, and an open heart, you become the very definition of someone who sees beyond limitations. Let's dive into that uplifting quality now. Have you ever noticed that some people's eyes light up when they talk about their hopes and dreams? This luminous quality is the third mark, the vision of possibility. It's the spark that flickers whenever you dare to believe in a better tomorrow. You can sense it in the way someone's face softens when they share a goal, or the enthusiastic tone in their voice as they envision a more joyful and abundant life. This isn't naive optimism. It's a deep knowing that every challenge carries a hidden doorway toward growth. The vision of possibility asks you to look at your life and the world around you with a sense of wonder. Even in moments of uncertainty, there's a silent whisper within that reminds you good things can unfold if you remain open and trusting. This perspective naturally aligns with the law of attraction. When you hold a firm but gentle belief in positive outcomes, you're more likely to take actions that lead you toward them. Your eyes reflect that determined, hopeful energy, telling others that you see paths where some might see only barriers. Gratitude plays a significant role in keeping this vision alive. When you practice appreciating what you have, you sharpen your ability to anticipate good things in every situation. Simple rituals, like writing down 3 things you're grateful for each morning, create a mental environment that supports growth and creativity. Each acknowledgement of gratitude amplifies the brightness in your eyes, reinforcing the message that life is full of beautiful possibilities waiting to be discovered. Along with gratitude, adopting affirmations like, "I welcome new opportunities with an open heart," can further expand your horizon. By aligning your thoughts in this way, you direct your energy toward expansion rather than contraction. You begin to see solutions and potential where others see dead ends. It's like turning on a light in a dim room. Suddenly, the obstacles that once seemed daunting shrink under the brilliance of your new perspective. When radiant compassion and reflective wisdom support this vision of possibility, the results can be life-changing. Compassion ensures you treat yourself kindly during the ups and downs of pursuing a dream. Wisdom reminds you to analyze each step taken, learning from missteps rather than being discouraged by them. The vision of possibility provides the motivation and creative spark to keep moving forward. In combination, These 3 marks form a powerful trio that reveals itself in your eyes and resonates through every aspect of your life. Maybe there's a dream inside you right now, a dream you've whispered to yourself late at night or shared only with someone you trust deeply. Let that dream be nurtured by the knowledge that you're capable of so much more than you might initially believe. As you refine your ability to see what's possible, you pave the way for genuine transformation. Next, we'll look at how affirmations can act as daily tools for cultivating these marks, keeping your heart, mind, and spirit aligned with compassion, wisdom, and that ever-glowing hope. Affirmations are like seeds planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. When you water them consistently with repetition and genuine feeling, they blossom into visible changes in your behavior, attitude, and even the energy you project through your eyes. The 3 marks, radiant compassion, reflective wisdom, and vision of possibility, are nurtured in large part by the words you say to yourself and the beliefs you choose to embrace each day. One powerful practice is mirror work. Each morning or evening, stand before a mirror, meet your own gaze, and speak lovingly. For radiant compassion, you might say, "I treat myself and others with endless kindness." This direct eye contact can initially feel awkward or uncomfortable, but that's a sign the affirmations are challenging old limiting beliefs. Over time, the discomfort fades, replaced by a sense of comfort and recognition that you're deserving of your own kindness. To cultivate reflective wisdom, try an affirmation like, "I learn from every experience and trust my inner guidance." Notice how these words shift your focus. Instead of being critical or dismissive of mistakes, you become curious and open to growth. The more you repeat these affirmations, the deeper they imprint upon your consciousness, shaping your reactions in day-to-day life. You might find yourself pausing before responding hastily to conflict or consciously analyzing a setback to find the hidden lesson within. For nurturing the vision of possibility, you can say, "My future is filled with boundless potential, and I welcome each opportunity with gratitude." Feel the shift in your energy as you speak these words. There's a subtle but profound movement from doubt to optimism, from anxiety to hope. This shift radiates outward in the brightness of your eyes. People around you will feel this new enthusiasm, often without even knowing why they find your presence comforting or inspiring. Consistency is crucial. Affirmations work best when practiced daily, ideally multiple times. Think of them as a daily shower for the mind. Just as you cleanse your body regularly, you clean away mental clutter by refreshing your thoughts with uplifting words. You might record yourself reciting affirmations and listen to them while driving, cooking, or relaxing. Or you could write them down in a journal, letting the pen trace each positive declaration across the page. Every time you engage with affirmations, you strengthen the neural pathways that support compassion, wisdom, and hopeful vision. The beauty of this practice is that it meets you wherever you are. Even if you've harbored negative beliefs for years, affirmations provide a gentle and consistent way to introduce a more nurturing outlook. The changes may be subtle at first, a slight improvement in mood, a calmer response to stress, but over weeks and months, they accumulate into a remarkable transformation. Soon, you'll notice that what once felt forced and unfamiliar has become your natural way of thinking. With this powerful technique in your toolkit, let's move on to how releasing emotional burdens can further enhance the radiance in your eyes. Sometimes our eyes reveal more than we want, pain, heartbreak, regret. These emotions can linger, clouding our gaze and weighing down our spirit. But just as our eyes can show sorrow, they also have the power to reflect liberation once we heal what's been buried inside. Healing emotions and letting go is a vital step in brightening those 3 marks. When you set down old baggage, you free up space for compassion, wisdom, and possibility to shine more clearly. One of the most potent tools for emotional healing is forgiveness. This doesn't necessarily mean condoning harmful actions or allowing negative influences to remain in your life. Rather, forgiveness is about releasing the heavy burden of resentment that keeps you tethered to past hurts. By loosening that emotional grip, you clear the path for healthier energy to flow. The brightness you seek in your eyes can't coexist with bitterness. They stand in opposition like night and day. When resentment dissolves, a gentle radiance takes its place. Visualizations can be incredibly helpful in this process. Imagine yourself holding a balloon representing your grievances. Picture each painful memory, disappointment, or betrayal filling that balloon. Then, in a quiet moment, visualize letting it go, watching it float away until it's no longer visible. During this practice, you might recite an affirmation such as, "I release the pain of the past and welcome emotional freedom." This ritual can be surprisingly cathartic, and over time you may notice that the same triggers no longer affect you so strongly. Another technique is writing a release letter. You can address it to a person who hurt you, to yourself, or even to an event that caused you distress. Let every raw emotion spill onto the paper: anger, sadness, confusion. Once you've poured out those feelings, end the letter with a few lines stating your intention to move on. Some people choose to burn or shred the letter afterward as a symbolic gesture. This act of acknowledging and then destroying a tangible representation of pain can feel liberating, freeing your eyes to reflect renewed hope. Emotional healing is an ongoing journey. We don't just flick a switch and become forever rid of pain. But each time you confront, process, and release a burden, you take another step closer to clarity and joy. You'll feel lighter, and those around you will sense that lifted energy as well. It becomes easier to express radiant compassion when you're not weighed down by unresolved anger. Reflective wisdom flourishes when past sorrows aren't clouding your perspective, and the vision of possibility expands when old fears aren't chaining you to what once was. Think of healing as a gift you give yourself, a gift that extends its benefits to everyone you meet. You deserve to walk through life with luminous eyes that symbolize your capacity for love, growth, and resilience. And as we continue, we'll explore how mindfulness can further sharpen your inner perception, amplifying all these qualities and creating a lasting glow. Mindfulness is the gentle art of being fully present in each moment, aware of your body, your thoughts, and your emotions without judgment. When you adopt mindfulness, you create a supportive environment for the 3 marks: radiant compassion, reflective wisdom, and vision of possibility to thrive. It's as though you're adjusting the lens of your inner camera so that you can see everything more clearly, free from the static of regrets about the past or worries about the future. One simple way to practice mindfulness is through breath awareness. You don't need an elaborate setup. Just find a few moments each day to close your eyes and breathe with intent. Notice the gentle flow of air in and out of your nostrils, the rise and fall of your chest, the way your shoulders feel as they relax. If thoughts drift in, and they will, acknowledge them gently and guide your focus back to your breath. This practice cultivates a sense of calm and mental spaciousness. Over time, you'll notice a quiet confidence filling your gaze, reflecting the steady ground you've built within. Another mindful technique is journaling with presence. Rather than simply listing events, explore how those events made you feel. Ask yourself questions like, what lessons am I learning in this moment? Or, how can I be more compassionate to myself right now? Through thoughtful reflection, you develop the second mark, reflective wisdom, and strengthen your emotional awareness. In this space, you begin to see how your daily actions weave together, shaping your internal world and revealing deeper truths about what you really need to nurture a fulfilling life. For radiant compassion, mindfulness can take the form of loving kindness meditation. Sit quietly and visualize sending warmth, well-being, and peaceful energy first to yourself and then outward to loved ones and even to people you may struggle with. Repeating phrases like, may I be safe, may I be at peace, may I be free from suffering, gently dismantles barriers in your heart. By consistently practicing this, you fill yourself with so much genuine care that it simply radiates from your eyes without effort. Mindfulness also sharpens the vision of possibility. When you're grounded in the present, you can notice opportunities you might otherwise overlook. The mind, unencumbered by needless clutter, is more open to intuitive nudges and flashes of inspiration. This heightened awareness aligns perfectly with affirmations about abundance and growth, because you're more likely to spot the synchronicities and resources that match your intentions. Each mindful breath, each conscious moment forms a building block in the foundation of your spiritual development. You discover that compassion, wisdom, and a hopeful vision aren't distant ideals. They're qualities you already possess. Mindfulness simply peels back the layers of distraction, revealing the radiant core within you. As we move forward, we'll delve into how aligning with a sense of universal abundance further magnifies these marks, allowing your eyes to sparkle with an energy that leaves a lasting impression on everyone you meet. Abundance is often thought of in terms of material wealth, but true abundance encompasses so much more. It's a state of overflow in love, gratitude, creativity, and every other aspect of life. When your thoughts, emotions, and actions align with this expansive energy, your eyes reflect a luminous excitement about what's possible. This is where the third mark, vision of possibility, truly shines, supported by the bedrock of radiant compassion and reflective wisdom. Aligning with abundance starts with recognizing limiting beliefs and gently releasing them. These beliefs often whisper statements like, I'll never have enough, I'm not deserving, or life is a struggle. Each one creates tension and fear that clouds your perspective. But when you consciously replace those beliefs with affirmations like, I am worthy of all good things, or life supports me in every way, you begin to lift the fog. It's not about denying challenges. It's about seeing them as stepping stones instead of barriers. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the door to abundance. By focusing on what you already have and appreciating the little moments, like a comforting meal, a kind word from a friend, or the warmth of the sun on your skin, you shift your mind's default mode from scarcity to gratitude. This shift kindles a warm light in your eyes, suggesting that you acknowledge how blessed you truly are. In turn, life often responds by bringing more of what you feel grateful for. Engaging in an abundance meditation can cement this mindset. Imagine yourself standing under a gentle waterfall of radiant light that symbolizes limitless blessings flowing into your life. Feel yourself soak in that positivity and allow it to wash away any doubts or fears. While you breathe in, affirm silently, I embrace the flow of universal abundance. I am open to receiving all the good that awaits me. Visualize each droplet of light carrying opportunities, peace, and joyful experiences. When your heart is anchored in abundance, you naturally behave in ways that support and amplify it. You might find yourself sharing more generously, time, compliments, resources, because you trust there's always more to come. And that generosity, in turn, enriches your life even further. Radiant compassion becomes the fuel for empathy. Reflective wisdom guides you to make balanced decisions, and the vision of possibility keeps you excited about future prospects. All three marks flourish in this environment of openness and trust. Embodying abundance can transform the energy you carry into every room you enter. People can sense a certain glow about you, a confidence not rooted in arrogance, but in deep faith that life can be fulfilling. As a result, they feel safer, more hopeful, and often inspired to explore their own paths to abundance. Together, these interactions weave a collective web of prosperity and joy, proving that one person's alignment can spark positive ripples far beyond their immediate circle. We now approach the conclusion of our journey, where we'll gather all these insights about compassion, wisdom, possibility, and abundance into one final uplifting message. Stay with me for a loving wrap-up that affirms the radiance already growing in your gaze. You've journeyed through the three marks: radiant compassion, reflective wisdom, and vision of possibility, and discovered how they can blossom within anyone willing to nurture them. What makes a person chosen isn't status or luck. It's the conscious choice to cultivate kindness toward oneself, to look for growth in every lesson, and to believe in the limitless potential life offers. When these qualities converge, they illuminate your eyes, making you a beacon of hope, healing, and inspiration. As you reflect on each mark, remember that compassion is the foundation of true love for yourself and for others. When you treat your own heart gently, you develop the capacity to extend grace outward. Wisdom emerges when you accept that mistakes aren't dead ends but invitations to learn, pushing you toward a deeper understanding of who you are and what you're capable of. And the vision of possibility arises when you dare to see beyond current circumstances and open yourself to the abundance that surrounds you. Healing, affirmations, mindfulness, and abundance are the lifelines that keep these marks vibrant. They anchor you in the present while releasing the weight of old wounds and worries. Each moment spent in self-reflection, gratitude, or intentional forgiveness helps you peel away layers of doubt, unveiling the radiance that was inside you all along. By setting aside judgment and welcoming curiosity, you align with the gentle flow of life, enabling love and wisdom to guide your path. Before we part ways, I invite you to embrace a final affirmation. Take a relaxing breath and let these words settle gently into your heart. I carry compassion, wisdom, and infinite possibility in my eyes and in my soul. Feel the truth of that statement resonate within you. allow any tension to melt away, replaced by a quiet confidence that you are more than enough. You always have been. As you move forward, continue to observe your reflection. Look for that soft glow, that steady gleam, and that hopeful sparkle in your own eyes. Acknowledge the journey you've undertaken, every victory, every stumble, every moment of growth. Know that each day offers a fresh invitation to deepen these marks, allowing your eyes to shine with the power of love, insight, and hope. The world benefits when your eyes glimmer with kindness and your words flow from a heart that understands. By choosing to embody compassion, to learn from your experiences, and to envision a brighter horizon, you inspire others to do the same. In this collective upliftment, we find healing not just for ourselves, but for our shared humanity. Thank you for taking this time to connect with your inner radiance. May you continue to nourish these marks day by day, honoring the precious light within you. Let your eyes tell a story of courage, grace, and limitless possibility. And as you shine, remember, you are worthy of every spark of brilliance that emerges. Keep nurturing that glow and watch your life transform in the most beautiful ways.